Hello everybody, this is yehdawg Starcraft coming to you with this new Blizzard patch for Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. This is patch 2.1.4. Yeah, that's it. 2.1.4. So I realized last time in my previous video the audio was really fucked up, so I'm really hoping that this time the audio is okay. I got the aspect ratio better this time, so it should come out properly. But I made this video basically to talk about the new patch that came out, what it is, and what to expect out of it. So if you go into the patch notes and you read it, or if you're just some lazy fuck and you don't want to do that, let me just tell you what is going on with this patch. So among a bunch of little tiny bug fixes, like, menus not showing up properly, the music not looping properly in campaign, and things like that, this patch was mainly just to incorporate a new mod for spectating and observing, and also for team games. So this new mod is called the WCS GameHeart mod, or extension for creating custom games. And so what basically this is what you're looking at right now. It gives you this cool little overlay that's gonna be used for a lot of observing matches, and also so when you're hosting tournaments, instead of having to use your own custom overlays and you having to do things like that, I mean, you can also have the option of using the WCS overlay too, which is this cool thingamajig right here. And also if you push buttons like this, you can have a picture and you can edit it. So what's cool about this extension is that you can edit it yourself. You can basically customize it to whatever tournament that you're using, and also it will look very professional. This looks just pro. Look at it. It's like, whoa, team number on the left side blue, it's liquid hero, and then is he still liquid? I don't know, it's been a while. And then on this side is CMS Pult, woo, and then everyone goes wild, and all the CSL people, like all 30 college students, are just going woohoo. But yeah, and assuming that you're not just using it for some CSL match, if you're using it for an actual tournament that you're trying to host, like let's say to get in streamers for that new tournament that Destiny helped put together, like things like that, you can use this mod, and it can look professional. And I think it's not really working properly for me. I wanted to show you all the hotkeys, but it's not working too well. I'm basically just observing two AIs, elite AIs, going at it right now, and I thought it would work, but the hotkeys aren't working because it can't really show the APM of a bunch of bots, and you can't really show the build order of bots apparently, because they just do things according to algorithms. So things that you can show are the names, so that's the name overlay, and then another thing you can show would be Army tab. So this is the Army supply, worker supply, things that you could already have shown when you were casting in replays, but now you can do as spectators too. So that's basically the extent of what the WCS GameHeart Blizz extension module does. It's great for spectating. I'm really excited to see what it can do with it. I think there's still some bugs with it at the moment, but I wanted to start this video off talking about the good things about this patch, which is this exciting new viewing tool by Blizzard, and then talk about the bad things, which is the bugs that started after they updated Battle.net to 2.1.4. These are just some of the bugs that I noticed, and there are probably much more. I know Blizzard's aware of them, but I just want to bring some attention to the community about it, because the more attention that they get... Oh, this is another thing. So on the corner right here where it says stim pack finishing, that's another thing that the WCS mod lets you do. So instead of having to just tell people that, hey, stim's finishing in 45 seconds, it will just show you in the corner, which is pretty neat. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so there's some bugs, pretty obvious bugs, and I want to talk about it right about now. Okay, so the biggest bug that I noticed when I was trying Battle.net for the first time after the patch 2.1.4 was the replays. So this is a really big bug that I noticed when you try to view any replay that's from a previous version of Battle.net. A good majority don't work, and for casters this is a huge deal, because what we do is look at old replays and cast them. So if they're not working, my job as a caster just is out the window. It sucks. So this is why I noticed it pretty fast, because I was trying to cast the Red Bull Battlegrounds Washington DC games after I downloaded the file pack, and then I noticed anytime I tried to load them, the game would just crash. Now I posted on Reddit, and I also posted on some forums like the actual Blizzard forums asking about it, and people are experiencing similar issues. And now that I looked at the Blizzard technical page, they do say that they're aware of it and they're working for a fix right now, but honestly, they really need to hurry up. So I just want to bring some attention to this issue so that it gives some more people know about it, so they know that it's not just them and freak out and think, oh, I need to reinstall Heart of the Swarm and try and do that. No, it's not your game. This is just an issue that's come about with the patch, and let me show you what happens when I try to load any game from a previous version of Battle.net. So if I were to load this game, it's going to say, oh, load replay, of course. And since it's a previous version of Battle.net, it's going to disconnect from Battle.net and then load a previous version of Battle.net, right? So I click that. Yeah, so I couldn't actually show you the game failing to load the replay for me because I'm running DX Story as a game recording software, and apparently it doesn't capture all desktop, so anytime it goes away from the game, it just stops recording. So I can't show you that part where it goes boom, unable to launch the game, and then it just prompts me right back to the loading screen and I have to log into Battle.net again. So that's basically what happens every time I go in and I look at any of these replays. It doesn't happen to all of them. It only just happens to I would say half of them I can't watch, and it's a problem. I really wanted to stream and cast all these games from Red Bull Battlegrounds, Washington D.C. I really wanted to, and I still want to, but I can't until Blizzard fixes it in another patch, or they just fix these bugs. And I really hope they do soon, because come on, I just really want to do this. It was going to be a good casting series. I really wanted to cast these games. Red Bull Battlegrounds Washington was awesome. Those games were great. And that we had good casts with the people who were there at the live event, but I just want to do this on my own for a side project. So please, Blizzard, fix this so I can do this. Please. Please. But that is the extent of patch 2.1.4. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. I probably wasn't that informative, to be honest. I'm still working on this. The GameHeart extension wasn't really working properly for me at this time, but I did show it to you and I did talk about it, so I hope that's a plus. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, if you have anything that you notice is a bug, leave a comment here below. And also just contact Blizzard on their technical forums and let them know what you found so it gets fixed faster. So that's me, yehdawg, for you, and that's patch 2.1.4. See you guys next time. Peace!